Joshua Cuthbertson Show. I'm sitting here with my special guest, New Bern High School alumni. Then she went on to play at Mount Olive University, and then she graduated, and now she's back coaching for the North Carolina Eastern Phenomz. Coach Jasmine Canady, how you doing today, baby?
Pretty good.
Yes, sir. How you been during the coronavirus?
And working. Working, but I mean, everybody been able to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been able to stay safe for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I mean, family got hit a little bit by it, but all in all, man, we blessed.
That's a fact. That's a fact. How mom and pop's doing?
Hey, we here.
Hey,
We here,
that's
we
a
blessed.
fact.
We here, we blessed. Everybody's healthy. Everybody here.
Everything going right. So how are things going with basketball and your team?
We just started back. We just started back about a month and a half ago. Just trying to get the guys' legs back in shape, trying to knock the dust off, you know, their skills or whatever, and trying to get them ready so that way they don't have to get ready.
Thanks.
You know, so right now we're not traveling right now. You know, I respect the crew. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I respect it. So right now we just gearing up for that time when we get that green light. So we just coming in, we just working hard and working out and making ourselves better.
Was it challenging going through that time of not having that gym time ever since the coronavirus hit us, and not going through those couple months of not being able to get to the gym and sometimes seeing your players personally face to face?
At first, I'm gonna keep it real. At first, I was glad of the break. I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I was able to reset, and now I was able to come back and to be a better coach to my kids. You know, I was able to actually connect with them on a personal level. Talking to them, really getting to know them. We was doing group FaceTimes, man. I got to know them, and we started climbing each other, and we was able to get closer. But then as the weeks went by, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get back. I was ready to get back. Yeah, I was ready to get back. But at first, I enjoyed the break. I enjoyed the time with my family, because as a coach, you're running. I mean, I got a family. I work 40 plus hours a week. You know what I'm saying? So having that time. You know, having that time to do things that I didn't have time to do. Yeah,
all those things you don't even be thinking about like that, because you're so busy with basketball, this, that.
It's running gun. So being able to have that time to reset, you know what I'm saying, then come back, you know, and have the boys, and we was able to recollect. So that's what we're doing now. So the time was definitely, you know, worth it, you know what I'm saying? But the guys are rusty, though. The guys ain't that rusty, though, but they good now. We getting back. We working better, you know, so it's all good.
So I want to go take it back to when you played basketball at New Bern High, because see, they all know you had a shot, man, and y'all had a squad at New Bern High. So talk about playing at New Bern High and playing under Coach Philemon, and how he was a coach to you, and how developing your game and then taking it on to college.
Well, see, we had 3 different head coaches. So we kind of had 3 different eras. So even though I played 4 years varsity, so my freshman year.
4 years varsity, no JV, just straight varsity.
Yeah, I only did 1 practice of JV, and it wasn't even a full practice. You know what I'm saying? But the first year we had Coach Beeson, and my freshman year we had a squad. We had Tracy Collins, great point guard. I mean, if you don't know who Tracy Collins is,
better go do your research.
Yeah, please do your research. Shout out to Tracy Collins. We had Tracy Collins, Kamaya Fulcher, who was Candace Parker, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that was when women's hoop was like that. And like I said, we had Coach Beeson and assistant coach Kim Brill, who's actually my mentor to this day. To this day, I can go to her for anything. But we only had him that 1 year, and we played Millbrook in the second round of the state playoffs. And I always said to this day, if we would have had him there for that game, we probably could have went further. And that was when hooping. We had even conference play. That was when we had South Central girls. We had Danielle Butts as freshmen. Yeah. So we played some competition.
And she came to 3A and took slam over.
Yeah. So I mean, that was when competition was really, really thick. Like even on a non-conference level. And then my sophomore and junior year, we still had our core. Oh, and I cannot forget Tamika Lewis. I cannot forget Tamika Lewis, and we had Tamika our freshman year. So we had a core. We had all the pieces. We really did. But my sophomore and junior year, we still had that same core, but we went under a coaching change. So that sophomore year, it was really rough. You know, it was like your first year in Miami.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron's first year in Miami.
It's like going through everything. Like,
yeah, it was like going through
adjust
changes.
and adjust.
Yeah. So it was kind of weird. And then my junior year, you know, it was all right. That was when Ty Wall started. So we had Ty Wall and we had Ty Wall and Tamika, who still battled injuries, but we were okay.
Yeah.
But that senior year when we got Philemon.
Yeah, I got Philemon. Boy, that's why I said his name out everybody. Boy.
That senior year we got Philemon, man. I feel like if we would have had him that junior year, if we would have had him a year earlier.
It's just something about him.
I ran to coach. Matter of fact, I just ran to coach 2 weeks ago. But he put that dog in us. You know what I'm saying? He put that dog in me. You know, like he pushed me. Matter of fact, that was probably the best shape I was ever in my life my senior year. I walked in my senior year in shape, like crazy shape. Because he ran us. He didn't do anything else but run us.
He was just, you
know, he gonna run us. So, I mean, that's the outlook on that. But if we would have had, either we would have had Coach Beeson all 4 years or Philemon those last 2 years, I would have walked away from my career a little bit more happy, a little bit more satisfied. You know, and that's just keeping it real.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. So talk about playing at Mount Olive, because I say that because most kids don't get the chance to play college basketball, period, man. And the luxury of playing college basketball anywhere is an accomplishment. So talk about playing at Mount Olive and having those years of still continuing your season after high school.
It was a short stint. That was when I started losing love for the game, started falling out of love with the game. When you get to college basketball, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So that was when I played that 1 year, and then my Olive didn't have what I wanted academically. So that's one thing that I would tell these kids now. When you're going through the recruiting process, man, treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. Like I knew what I wanted to do in life, but I didn't know that my Olive didn't have that for me. Yeah. You know,
because you were such in basketball. You wasn't focused on playing B.
Yeah. So I mean, treat it like a business. Because one day that ball gonna stop bouncing, and then you're gonna have to deal with life. So that's when I transferred to UNC Pembroke. And by then I felt like I was just forcing to play the game.
Yeah, you wasn't in love with it.
I wasn't in love with it no more. So now I'm able to love the game again. It's my first love, but I'm able to love it more now through coaching as a coach. You know, so that's it on that. I wish I would have played more years, but I mean, when the clock run out, the clock run out.
Daggone right. Yeah. So talk about the North Carolina Phenomz. See, how did
East Carolina
Phenomz. I'm sorry. Yeah, so talk about how did that come about, and who is the founder, and how did this organization get to where it is today? Because y'all on a tear now as far as the whole organization as a whole, man. So talk about the creation and how it was founded.
Well, I can't talk about the creation because I wasn't a part of that part of history. Because you talking about years, and you talk about when I was still hooping for, is the history of it. But shout out to Ian Taylor, who
Facts. Coach Ian
is led by his vision. I'll just say that.
Facts.
It's led by his vision.
Facts.
Started coaching when I finally switched jobs. I had time to actually coach. I started coaching at the Y, and I loved it. Fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me up. He was like, "Yo." You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, my kid was playing, and he was having to lead this game, coach this group, You know what I'm saying? So when your business grow, when your organization grow, you got to put more people in position.
More people in position.
You know? So he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, you down to ride?" And I was like, "Yo, say no more." And it was just like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely family, you know, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? So great mentor.
Yeah.
You know, the guys are funny, you know. The guys are close. I mean, even with the coaches, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have family scrimmages and all that stuff like that. So it's definitely been a blessing. It's definitely been a good ride on the journey so far.
Yeah, most definitely. So finishing 2020, what are your personal goals? And matter of fact, let's not go any further because I'm going to put out there that she's also a photographer, a camera lady. She also does videos in every kind of way. If you need videos for weddings, anniversaries, parties, highlight tapes, anything that you need photographer-wise, she's the lady to get your videos made. So talk about your journey in creating your own business, side business, as far as being the camera lady.
Well, see, as I said earlier, I fell out of love with my first love. then that's when I found my passion at UNC Pembroke. It was my last semester. I knew I always wanted to be a sportscaster. I love sports. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball, that's what I do. Like I was brought up old school, you know, by the greats, like real basketball. So knowing the game, talking about the game, I love it. So that's what I always wanted to do. So that's how I got into the mass communication field. And it was the last semester where we had to write a script. We had to create our own, 18 to 20 minute short film. And me and my best friend, we were gonna do a group project. So it came down to the day of having to present what we were gonna do to our professor. So we're going around the room or whatever like that, and we were gonna do something silly like talk about, I don't know, like sneakerheads or something like that. It was gonna be something stupid. And it's like the group going before us, and I lean over to him just like he's standing right here. I was like, bro, I don't wanna do this. He was like, what? I said, I don't wanna do this movie about sneakerheads no more. He was like, what we gonna do? I said, don't worry about it. Just sit there and shut up. Let me lead. Right then and there, I came up with a script called Man Wanted Morgan Sinclair. I hadn't wrote the script. I told the professor what it was gonna be about. He was like, that sound good. So my best friend looked at me and was like, yo, you got the script for it? I was like, nah. I said, but give me 72 hours.
We'll get it done.
Yeah, went home, wrote the script. We did a movie for it, and we got an A on it. And right then, I was like, yo, I love telling stories. I love telling stories. I do that with the boys now. Everything has a story, but it has a lesson to it. Yeah. And that's what storytelling, that's what film and all that stuff is about. I just love creating story. I love creating. So that's how that came about. So that's why I love doing movies. I love creating anything that's got a story to it. Putting stuff together.
I love putting it on camera.
Yeah. So
that's dope.
You fall in love with your first love, then you find your passion.
Yeah, that's dope. That's real dope.
So I'm able to flirt with my first love and. You know what I'm saying? And
still do that right there. That's what's up. That go right. So what's next? The end, I just ready to say the end 2020. What's next? What's your next goals to finish the year out, and what's your bigger goals when you see yourself in the future for the Eastern Phenomz, your camera business, and yourself?
For as the boys, for as the Phenomz go, my main focus is making sure these guys are eligible. A lot of these guys say that they want to play at the next level, they want to do this, they want to do that. But I tell them all the time, everybody want the same thing that you want, but if you ain't got the grades, that conversation getting cut short. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my for as the Phenomz is making sure these guys stay on track with school. As a coach, we look at the statistics of making it or getting that offer. The statistics, especially now with Corona, are very slim. You got shortened seasons and all that stuff like that. So my goal is to get these guys on the right track. Because in a couple years they're gonna be me. Yeah, they're gonna be They're gonna be able to get back to the game. So that's my first goal. Second goal is to end the year. Is just to finish. It's just to finish. It's just to make it. It's just to make it. It's definitely been a marathon. But for as the business go, I'm getting to the point now where I'm finding my lane for as a business. A lot of people mess up where you try to take your passion and your gift and you try to turn it into a business, and it kind of drains you. Yeah. So I'm getting to that point now where I'm more decisive about what I take on for as business-wise, putting my creativity to a good use. So for as Vision to Perfection goes, we're working on some movies. Some big projects are coming up. Some big projects are coming up. They're in develop right now. Stay tuned. Yes, but for as family, man, just making sure that I can come out of this year better with a different vision, because we definitely have seen some stuff that we ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? So different, new perspective, new mind, everything. Just trying to be a better me, all the way around. Better coach, better significant other, better daughter, better mother, better everything.
Daggone right. That's what's up. Those goals right there. For real.
Yeah, man. Like people always say, if the pandemic did bring out the hustle in you, then it didn't bring out the hustle in me, but I was able to find myself in so many areas. By me having that time. Everything stood still. Even though it's
So you have
chaos
the
out
time to
there.
look at everything, every aspect of your life, and get
Everything
it
was
in
able to
order.
slow down.
Yeah.
I was able to, just like this table right here. Everything was able to be right here.
That then you was able to get it in order, how you wanted it, how you wanted it organized.
Yeah.
Now you can move how you want to move. Yeah, that's,
Now I can move forward.
yeah, that's smart. That's
Yeah.
real smart.
Yeah, I was able to sit down, reprogram, restart,
Yeah.
refresh, all that.
Sometimes you need that restart. Sometimes
yeah.
you need to rejuvenate.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So now I'm able to give my boys more than what I was able to give them.
Because you got more energy. You
Yeah,
got,
I got.
you got more clear
Yeah,
mind.
I was able to hit that reset button. So now I'm good to go. You know, so I didn't hit my rest area. You know, so we good to go.
There you go, right. Here's the last question to end the interview. The NBA season is back, and it's going crazy. And I don't want to ask because Damian Lillard, I'm scared of you right now.
As a Laker fan, I'm scared of Dame right
Hey,
now.
I'm saying that's LeBron fan. I am scared of
but
Damian
I'm
Lillard
gonna keep
right
it
now.
real though. I'm more scared of us than I am Dame. I'm more scared of us.
Why you say that? Because we ain't got no guards to guard him.
Yeah, we have no perimeter defense.
We ain't got no guards to guard him.
You know, and even though we have the best duo, and I will say this, the last time the Lakers had a dynamic duo, we went 3 in a row.
Hey,
I will
even though they say
that.
even though they say LeBron and AD the best duo, and LeBron, you know, you my man, my favorite player ever. James Harden and Westbrook looking real good right now, man.
But it's small ball. But so even if we were to go against them, who's gonna guard AD?
Who's gonna guard those guards?
Nah, but I mean,
That perimeter defense, that
I mean, I
scares
feel you,
me.
but Westbrook is not a 3-point shooter. All his stuff comes from
It's
the
going
paint.
to the paint, yeah.
He got to meet AD. He got to meet a couple 7-footers.
You're right. I agree. I do agree.
And last time I checked, Eric Gordon is out. I mean, Houston. I mean, I'm not.
He's gonna be bad.
But listen, you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and they
agree.
have no size.
And that's a downfall in the playoffs.
That makes them very vulnerable.
Yeah.
But as a Laker fan, I am concerned. I am more concerned about us than I am anybody else, honestly. Our shots, we have shot poorly.
Yes.
We have shot poorly.
We haven't shot the ball ever since the bubble. Yeah, that's.
And even though we have AD, LeBron is the system. And in order for the system to work, LeBron is a person who has to be surrounded by shooters.
Yes.
Danny Green is not the same defender that he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't knocked down
He
the
hasn't
shot.
knocked down them shots either.
He hasn't knocked down the shots.
So if he's not knocking down shots, buddy, he's just a liability out there.
Exactly.
No,
so,
man.
I mean...
So, okay, so what about Kyle Kuzma? He hit the game-winning shot the other night. Do you think he could step up and be our third man and just say, look, LeBron, if you're off, I got you?
I'm still waiting on Kuz, though.
He just hit the game-winning shot.
He hit the game-winner, but peep this out. It was against Denver, and it was against their bench. They set their starters.
Since you said it like that.
I mean, that's why I say I'm concerned. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we won a game winner
And
against...
then the other night on the bench, I think against the Pacers, we couldn't even get a stop. You know,
and we lost today.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You know, so, I mean, I'm concerned. And with Forrest Kuzma, go, great player, but I just need to see more consistency. But in order to see that consistency, he has to be involved.
He has to
more.
get a chance.
Yeah, he has to be involved.
Because he got the game. He got the skills and the talent to be that third guy for us.
Yeah, he does have it. But like I said, he still has to, get involved. So, with the whole quarantine and the bubble, like, take the Clippers. Whatever what was your weak area before the quarantine, that's gonna be your weak area now. Like the Clippers, they had chemistry issues before quarantine. You took 4 months off. You lost time. Yeah, because chemistry it takes time. So you're still gonna have those problems.
Yeah.
So unfortunately for us, we lost Avery badly. We lost some key assets, and we got to get it together.
And we lost Rondo. I love Rondo.
Which we need that point guard because
Yes.
LeBron can be the point be the point forward, but we need a point guard so that way when it's that time to lock in, LeBron can go do what he do.
And be on the wing and catch it or post up instead of bringing the ball up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's I'm hoping to come out, but I'm gonna be real. The Clippers are in the way.
Yeah.
The Clippers are in the way.
They definitely is.
Yeah, they're in the way. So that's how I feel about the NBA right now. I'm just enjoying it, honestly.
Yeah, I am too, though.
I'm at work with my phone like this. I'm just happy to finally see a live game.
Yeah, basketball is back finally.
Yeah.
It's gonna end soon, but I'm glad it's back. At least
That's
something.
right. I'll take it.
Something on television.
I'll take anything right now.
Daggone
I'll
right.
take anything. I'll take it. I'm good.
Yes, sir. There y'all have it, y'all. That's the end of the Joshua Cuthbertson Show with my special guest, Miss Jasmine Canady. We out. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Please continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Check us out next week on the next episode of the Josh Cuthbertson Show. We out.